Let justice roll down like water, righteousness like a mighty stream. For our grandsons and granddaughters, remember to remember the dream. Welcome to Songs and Stories from Home, as we continue to remember the dream. This week, stories abound. As a nation, we are looking again at ideas and ideals found in the scriptures and embedded in our founding documents, beginning with the proposition that we're all created equal and in the eyes of the Creator are all equally precious. We are deciding through our words and by our actions whether we are going to finally and fully pledge allegiance to those ideas, either standing or kneeling once and for all. This is the moment, a moment that begins with the words, Black Lives Matter. There have been other moments that have brought us here, moments filled with ghosts and guardians, moments filled with inspiration and courage. It's my good fortune to be able to live a life singing songs and sharing stories. Became a career when at 21 I replaced Michael Kirkland in a folk singing group, the Brothers Four. My life as a member of that group took on greater meaning when I realized I was not standing in Michael's shadow, but on his shoulders. For 3 years, beginning in 2014, I was part of half a dozen interracial visits to the American South to see sights, sing songs, and hear stories about the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. Many of the songs and stories came firsthand from people who had risked their lives day after day for years because they believed in the idea that we are all created equal and are equally precious. Bob Zellner is one of those people. A son of the South whose father was once a Klansman. And what inspires me most about Zellner and others like him is that they continue to dream the dream and do the work 60 years on, able to smile and not lose hope. Bob also breathes life into stories that may not be well known but are important to the struggle. People like Bob remind me that at moments like these, we are not only standing on others' shoulders, but at times shoulder to shoulder with them. Let justice roll down like water, righteousness like a mighty stream. For our grandsons and granddaughters, remember to remember the dream. The civil rights movement is an amazing story. Maybe the greatest story in my lifetime, made up of countless little stories. One of Bob Zellner's many stories was how he was almost killed in Macomb, Mississippi in 1961. He was at the SNCC headquarters when kids from Berglund High School stopped on their way to march, protesting the expulsion of one of their classmates, Brenda Travis, who had led a sit-in at Macomb's Woolworths and then spent a month in jail for doing that. A high school kid. And when Zellner's friend Chuck McDew saw the kids, he was reminded of what Gandhi once said, "There go our people. We better run after them. Catch up. Zellner, new to the work, had some second thoughts before joining the march, where he was recognized by one of his college antagonists, armed with a bat and bad intentions. Bob was beaten, and after holding on for dear life to a pole that held up a stairway, he was taken by car to some undisclosed location where it was expected that he was going to get killed. And for some reason, they let him go. He got back to the town where he found an FBI agent who he told his story to. The agent said, "Yep, watch the whole thing." Zellner looked at the guy and thought, "You saw them trying to kill me and you just stood there?" Only Zellner could tell such a harrowing tale with a smile on his face. In 1962, Freedom Ride for the Freedom Singers emerged from what was known as the Albany movement. At Pete Seeger's urging, they began touring as a way to fuel future campaigns. Communal singing became an even more powerful weapon. It was in Albany that Reverend Ralph Abernathy introduced "Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Keep on a-talking, keep on a-walking, marching up the freedom land."